Hi, I'm Max.
Hi, and I'm Denise.
And welcome back to another edition of Urban Lifestyles. And it's that time of the year when seasons are changing. We're getting into the holiday season. It's cold outside and everything that I don't like.
Fall has entered and come, but the temperatures did rise, and I'll take it.
Yes, I'd love to have the temperatures come back, but we've got a great show today. Some of the things we're going to be talking about is a segment we did with the Black chefs, and we also did another segment.
Yes, we did. There's going to be a fabulous fashion fair, a nod to the past.
And also a segment that you did with MSD.
Yes.
So we've got a whole lot more we're going to be talking about. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
The morning show is the best that there is, period.
Yeah, champ, don't you make me.
Oh, I ain't working around. We are here as usual.
That's too much. This the one.
We right here.
You wake up and catch me from 6 to 10 on your number one station for R&B, Magic 101.
Well, Denise, you got an opportunity to catch up with MSD, so tell us what's going on.
Basically, what MSD, as you know, provides the safe, clean waterways for our community, and this deals with preventing floods. So let's just take a look. I'm with MSD's Flood Protection Director, Dane Anderson, at the Pond Creek Flood Pumping Station to talk about flood season and how MSD manages the flood protection system in Jefferson County. And Dane, welcome back again to Urban Lifestyles.
Thank you, appreciate that.
I think sometimes I'm looking at the news and I see these events in communities where flooding has happened, and I think, oh, I'm so glad we're here with MSD, but we want to let everybody else know about how you all manage that. So I'm going to start off with this first question. So what's included in MSD's flood protection system?
Sure, so with the flood protection system is 26.1 miles of earthen levee and concrete flood walls. We have 16 flood pump stations along the levee and the flood wall system. We also have 150 floodgates along the system that allow creek, stream, and stormwater to escape and go out to the Ohio River. And then we have 80 closure structures that close those holes in the wall on the concrete structures when the river comes up.
That's impressive and that's massive. But okay, so as we said, we're at this flood pumping station. Now, can you explain what a pump station does and what each of the other parts of the system do?
Sure, so along the levee system, we kind of think of this as a buttress keeping us from the river as the water rises. So each component has a river level or elevation tied to the river. So when the water comes up, first thing we're looking at is floodgates. So those natural creeks, streams, and the stormwater drains that go out to the Ohio River, we will get those closed.
Wow.
The second portion we're looking at is flood pump stations. Once we close those gates and those structures, that interior water now starts to back up. We then have to take that interior water, pump it back over the levee and back into the Ohio River. Now as the water continues to rise, like in the downtown area, those closures, those roadways and things that go through the concrete flood wall, those closures have to be installed so the water doesn't come in and inundate the city downtown.
Wow, that's a lot to maintain in keeping our community safe. So then, how does MSD maintain all of that?
Sure, so we have a very extensive preventative maintenance program which we manage year-round. And then we also have the 16 flood pump stations. Our department only consists of 26 employees, so at that point we have to train employees from across all 9 divisions to operate the pump stations.
Wow.
So our supervisors and managers will get those operators trained along with our HR training department. They work together in the off season, train up the operators, get them ready for flood season. When flood season comes, station goes into service. We have trained operators to go in and operate the flood pump stations.
Oh, wow.
The other part of the system, the flood wall closures, we have supervisors and crews from other divisions that are assigned to each closure structure. So when they come out, they're training on putting those closures in and installing those on a 3-year cycle. So when we get into a flood event, they're assigned to that closure, and when they're called to install that closure, the team goes out that's assigned to the specific closure to put that in. Now when it comes to like the flood gates, the flood department manages the gates. We will actually do the opening and closing of those gates. We do the setting up of the flood pump stations. So our crews are going around setting these floodgates into service, setting the pump stations up, and then getting the operators in to operate.
Wow, that's impressive. That's all I could say. So you were talking about flood events. So Louisville experienced historic flooding in April. So how is MSD preparing for the next possible flood event?
Sure. So as we came out of this flood season, we had a flood event in February and April. April being the most significant. We had when we came out of the flood event, we had 11 pumps that were sustained damage. We were quickly able to get 6 of those back operational. We had 5 that sustained very critical damages. We're still in the process of repairing those pumps. We just had 2 here at Pond Creek that just got repaired. We have 1 more that has a minor repair that's being done here shortly. We had a pump rebuild at Lower Mill Creek pump. That pump was sent out and repaired and brought back. We have another one there with possible damages that we're kind of looking into right now. We had a damage sustained to one of our pumps at Beargrass Creek, which we're in the process of rebuilding right now. We had a few floodgates that had some minor damages that we're working on repairs. So during the off season after this flood season, it's scrambled to get this stuff back in service, back operational, and ready for the next flood season coming up. So it's quite challenging, especially when we're dealing with equipment that dates back almost 70 years old.
Oh, wow. I just want you to touch on something that was kind of interesting to me. We were talking about flood seasons and events. And I know, let's say we're here in Kentucky and we don't get a lot of snow, but explain how our community is affected, let's say up north, where there's a lot of snow and then it melts, and how it comes down to affect us.
Yeah, sure. So the Ohio River, we know, ties all the way back into Pennsylvania. So, and we're managing the water from Pennsylvania all the way down here. I don't say we're managing, the Corps of Engineers is managing the water, but we have to pay attention to those levels all the way up to Pennsylvania. So we're prepared and ready, and we're making the moves ahead of time. So we're looking at a 4-day and a 10-day forecast, and that gives us a chance to get ahead of the game, so to speak, get our staff ready. If we have to go to 3 shifts, start getting operators ready for flood pump stations and things of that nature. So that river is being monitored 365 days a year by our team. Somebody is always looking at the river, and then we're always, especially when we get in towards flood season, we're definitely paying attention to that river and getting ready for action.
Oh, wow. This is so impressive to me, but that MSD is keeping us safe. Anything else that you'd like to add?
Yeah, so we looked back at this last flood event we had, right? It was a top 8 flood event on the upper gauge. And they've been tracking these flood levels back for about 200 years. So when you think about top 8, pretty critical event, right?
Wow.
So the team works extremely hard. MSD works hard. All 9 divisions come together. We unify as a team when we get into flood season, flood events. And you know, we're just one part of the 3 utilities, but it's such a major part of this organization, and without it, I mean, the community would be, you know, could be in trouble if when somebody paying attention to maintaining the system. So.
Well, as always, MSD has great information, and you can never have too much information as it relates to flood and flood safety.
Yeah, and this is what matters to me, because we take it for granted. I think we really do. But when you look at all that goes in for our community to keep it safe, it really matters a lot, because it is essential.
We'll take another break, and we'll be right back.
It's gonna be the morning round. Because you won't want to get out of the car when the Streets Morning Takeover is on the Bill's #1 for hip hop.
Early in the morning.
96.
Well, we got an opportunity to go out to a great event that was down at the Norton's Sports Center, and it was introducing our community once again to the Black Chefs. So let's just take a look. I'm here at the 3rd annual Black Chef Showcase, and it's down at the Norton Sports Facility, and I'm here with Chef Henry Wesley, and you're responsible for starting this, and tell us how it all came about, and congratulations.
Thank you. It came about because, a few of us chefs of color were at some of the other charity events in town, and we kind of decided it would be a neat idea to create a different kind of charity event where we focused on culinarians of color and kind of put them at the forefront and raise money for a worthwhile cause. I kind of took that and ran with it, so, special thanks to all the chefs who were involved in that initial idea, and we're here for our 3rd year. Yeah.
So tell us about some of the chefs that are here and some of the offerings.
So this year we've expanded the Louisville Black Chef Showcase. We have over 30 different chefs here from different things such as caterers, restaurants, small businesses, pop-ups. We also have 10 local black farmers as well. So we plan to connect the farmers with the chefs and the farmers with the people so they can be more in touch with their food. We also have over 20 different vendors that have different bites, teas, alcohol, non-alcoholic beverages. So all in all, I think it's just a well-spread representation of different things and different offerings and showings that you can get, anything in the community.
So tell me, how difficult is it to get to where you are in terms of the food industry to be a chef?
It can be really difficult and time-consuming. I think being a chef has got to be a passion for whoever's doing it. You got to really wake up every day and want to be better and want to make food for people. It's all about hospitality, and I think how we can affect people and bring smiles on their faces through food. So I think as you look around the room, everybody's really aiming to, elevate the guest experience.
And if people want to find out more about the Black Chefs, is there a directory, or how can they reach you?
So if you want to find out more information about the Louisville Black Chef Showcase, you can reach us on Instagram or Facebook. That's the best way, or you can come see us downtown at the Hotel Bourbon.
I'm here with David Lee, who is with West Baden Springs Hotel in Indiana.
Yes.
So tell us about how you became a chef and what you've prepared today.
Actually, I started out at 14 doing kosher catering with my dad and my uncle, and then I just grew from there. This is the only thing I've ever done. So, but today I prepared grilled shrimp with a bourbon peach bacon jam.
So how long does it take to prepare something like this?
We cook the shrimp on site, and then the jam takes about 45 minutes because you render your bacon, and then you dice up your peaches and just cook that jam, the sugar and all the spices in there together.
So as a chef, I know you probably have a favorite. So what's your go-to?
Seafood, any seafood. That's why I bring it every time. I bring it all the time. So, yeah, seafood.
I'm here with Chef Kyla Davis, and tell us about what you've got prepared here today.
So for here today, we have a fried tostones, which is a plantain. We take them, smash them, fry them off. I did a local smoked pork belly burn-in. We smoked it for about 6 hours. I like to do a local bourbon and a local maple. And then I finished it off with the apple, jalapeno, and radish slaw.
So how long have you been a chef?
I've been a chef, I'd say, for about 5 years now. Professionally, maybe 3 or so. I graduated from Sullivan University, and I just recently started at Hotel Bourbon this week, and it's been such a good experience.
So if you could only prepare one dish, what would it be?
Oh, man. I used to do this braised short rib with mashed potatoes, and it was pretty good. Yep.
Well, thank you so much for spending some time with us.
Of course. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
I'm here with Troy King, and he is...
From Mabel's Southern Kitchen.
Okay, let's go again. I'm here with Troy King from Mabel's Southern Kitchen, and tell us about what you've got here today.
So this is my grandmother Mabel. She's from the Delta in Biloxi. Mound Bayou, Mississippi, and everything is inspired by her. So what we have here today is fried chicken that's smothered in chicken pot pie, and we're going to be inside of a food hall called the Mashup Hall. It opens on Saturday. There's 9 different restaurants. And I have 2 of them. I have Mabel's Southern Kitchen, and I have Dipped in Drizzle, which is cheesecake that's been dipped in chocolate.
So what does it take to be a master chef like yourself?
So I didn't go to any school. Actually, I'm a retired narcotics agent. And so you just have to have a love for cooking. And I cook based on everything that I ate when I was a kid. So in case I ate chicken pot pie, not as good as chicken pot pie as we're eating now. And we ate, one of the things on the menu is catfish and spaghetti. We ate that every Friday. And then frog legs, because both of my parents are from the South. They're from Mississippi. And so everything that I cook is based on my childhood.
Well, I'm here with Laquita Moore of Quita's Cuisine. Welcome to Urban Lifestyles, and tell me about what we have here.
So we're a soul food based catering company. So I brought to you the Harvest Edition. We are turkey and dressing, famous dressing that everybody loves. Our vegan collard greens. We also have a banana pudding with Biscoff. We got a lamb stew that's really popular today. So we're just bringing the harvest to you.
So how long have you been in business?
5 years.
Mm-hmm. And what's it like being out on your own and making wonderful dishes like this happen?
I love making people smile through their stomachs because I grew up hungry. So we're going to feed the world. That's how I feel.
So if you could only do one dish, what would it be?
I don't know. My homemade peach cobbler.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So if people want to find you, how can they reach you?
We're at QuitasCuisines.com. Quita's Cuisines on Facebook, TikTok, all platforms, and email, some website. So just look us up. Quita's Cuisines everywhere. So just Google me.
You know, Denise, it was a great event, about 30 plus chefs that were there, and also some vendors that were in other industries, liquor, providing fresh vegetables, and just a variety of things. But just to have that type of support, it was just huge.
And I just love all the fabulous foods and everything that they prepared, and it was always so tasty.
I have to admit it was tasty, and I got an opportunity to sample several things, and everything that I tried was on point. So if you need a chef for a private event, or if you just want to get out and support them, go to the website and find out more. And we'll be right back.
My name is Desiree Rose Van. People call me Reese. I am the Supplier Diversity and Procurement Assistant for the Louisville Water Company. When people ask me what my role is with the water company, I explain to them that I enter the contracts for the construction jobs and projects that's going on around the town, and I am over the Supplier Diversity. I'm over the Small Business Equity Program. When I interface with the public, I usually I'm explaining to them how refreshing our water is at the water company and how much work goes into keeping the water clean. A typical day in my world is usually coming in, checking the emails, going through emails from a lot of suppliers and a lot of billing, and trying to get people to join our Small Business Equity Program. To work for the company that produces the best water in the world makes me feel very proud, and I represent it very well. To be engaged with the Small Business Equity Program, you just have to go to Eventbrite first and register for a workshop if you have any questions or if you want a one-on-one meeting. But it's directed towards small businesses around the town that's mostly women-owned, minority-owned, and deal with construction. I'll tell people like myself, people of color, that are interested in working for the Louisville Water Company, that it's a great place to work. It's diverse. We got great benefits. There is so many different opportunities. Longevity. Most people's been here for years.
You know, this is the part of the show where we normally bring on Tyler and My Swaggy Wag, or Tyler and her fashions or real estate. But since she's in pregnancy mode now, we're going to do a Tyler flashback. So take a look.
Hello, it is Tyler here, bringing you another edition of My Swaggy Wag, and today we are talking about my new favorite obsession, and my new favorite obsession is heatless overnight curls. So I did this, no heat was involved, no flat irons, no curling irons, no wands, not even a roller, just something very simple. So take a look at this, and if you love it, try it and let me know what you think. Okay, what does the song say? I woke up like this? I absolutely did. I woke up like this with my heatless curlers in my head. That's what it looks like in the back. It's very comfortable to sleep on. It's a silk foamy roller that has some sort of wire running through it, and you just band it at the bottom. You end up with these two pigtails because you just do each side of your head, and then you take it out. I'm also going to show you how I put it in, but this is something that I have been doing for a long time now, and it is so easy because I do like to wear my hair with some sort of curl or wave in it very often. This side I did looser just to show you the variations, and the other side I did tighter, and you can see the difference. That side that is on the left came out more like a wave, and this side you can see from the first few curls I pulled out are like more Shirley Temple curls, and they're gonna be tighter. But I did this deliberately just to show you the difference. This is the actual overnight curler. It's silk, it's cushiony, it's soft, easy to sleep in, and yeah, that's it. See, one side is waves and one side is curls, and you just put it down the middle of your head and you wrap your hair over and under, all the way through to the end. If you want a specific tutorial on how to do this, let me know and I will make it. Write me on Instagram at MySwaggyWag. When I get to the very bottom, I do brush it out just to make sure there are no tangles. But as you can see, you can slide it up or you slide it down. Sliding it up makes it tighter. Sliding it down makes it more of a wave. It's magic, right? I told you. I love overnight rollers. They really take all the time and effort that I used to put in my mornings, and I got a lot of that time right back. There's variations. This side is a little looser. It can be even more loose, and this side is tighter. So I like that you can have variation in your styling with the overnight curlers. Also, it's just easy. It's comfortable to sleep in, and it's totally worth it. Check my Amazon store. Check my Amazon store. I have it linked right there. It's worth it. Get your money's worth and get your time back.
Well, Denise, I know you got an opportunity to catch up with Janice Carter, and she's an integral part of the community. She's been doing a lot over the years. So what does she have up now?
This is going to be fun because this is a nod to the past when it deals with fashion shows. And years ago, her mom was in a club and they used to put on the Ebony Fashion Fair shows. So now she's going to bring that back at the Maury Auditorium, but let's just take a look. So I want to talk about this event that's coming. And when it comes to fashion and entertainment, that's a winner for me for a great, fabulous evening. But I want to introduce you to the creator of the event, and that's going to be Miss Janice Carter. And Janice, welcome back to Urban Lifestylez.
Thank you. Glad to be back.
So
Thank you for having me.
Definitely, and thank you for all the things you do like this coming up. So let's talk about, you're going to put on, produce the fashion show, and it's going to be musical entertainment. So let's talk about the name of it, when it's going to be, and how you came up with the idea.
Well, I came up with the idea because I was thinking about all the events that we used to have in the city, and I said, what's old is new again. So I said, Ebony Fashion Fair used to be an event that we had every Thanksgiving Sunday for the last 35, 40 years. And I know that because my mother was in the club that brought it to Louisville, the Ebonese. And so I decided, well, I would go and see if the Memorial Auditorium was available on that Sunday, and it was. And so I just started going from there.
Okay, so we know it's going to be at the original, I'm going to say, venue of the Memorial Auditorium. So how can people go about getting tickets? Let's start with that, and all the ticket information.
Okay. Ticket information is on Eventbrite, and you have to know the name of the event. Like I said, it's Reflections of Us 2025. And you just go online and get your tickets. I forgot to mention one person. We're talking about fashion. I have Louisville's very own haute couture designer, Mr. Andre Wilson, who will be showing his holiday collection 2025. Yes, it's going to be
fabulous.
Yes, it is. I'm really excited about it. I've got the West Louisville Boys and Girls Choir coming to sing. I've got the dance group, Destined Dance Company. They'll be doing a little number for us here and there. And then I also will have Mr. Tony Terry coming from Atlanta to grace us with his hit song, When I'm With You. Yes, I'm excited.
I am too, just listening to all of this. So in other words, they can go on eventbrite.com. If anybody has any questions, is there any information where somebody can reach out to you, or what do you prefer?
They can call 502-759-0129, or they can, like I said, go on Eventbrite. If you know somebody that knows anything about fashion, or somebody that knows who I am, reach out to them, tell them, get in touch with Janice. I can't get on Eventbrite. I'll help you.
You know, November the 22nd will be here sooner than you think. So it's time to get your tickets for Destination Smooth Jazz 6. We're going to be at the Kentucky Center for African American Heritage. We've got two phenomenal artists. We've got Dee Brown on guitar and Adrian Crutchfield on sax. It's going to be a fantastic evening. Denise, tell them what they're going to experience.
So basically, I like to think of it like this, coming out for the evening to a supper club. You're going to have cabaret seating. You're going to be able to buy food to dine on. You're going to have a cash bar to buy your libations, and of course the live entertainment.
As you said, it's going to be a full night. Make it a date night. You can get your tickets at eventbrite.com or at Better Days Records at 921 Barrett Avenue. You know what? I think that's our show.
Oh, and that's our time.
And we'll see you back here next time on Urban Lifestyles. And remember to take the shot.
Bye.
And happy holidays.